Gisha here, and I'm about to dig out 5 really cool and a little bit rare pieces of my Castlevania collection. Let's check it out. At first, does anybody remember the PSP Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles game? This was really the first time I was able to play Rondo of Blood here in North America on a legit version of this saga of games. And one of the really cool things about this game is that it came with a promotional little Simon Belmont statue that has that kind of 8-bit look to it. And I managed to keep mine sealed. So I was really happy to add this to my collection and to be able to get access, 10 years ago to a couple of these really cool games, plus the PSP game, of course. It's really 3 games in one. Really awesome stuff. Next up, Nintendo released the classic NES series on the Game Boy Advance a while back, and they did Mario's, they did Zelda's and whatnot, but they also did this original Castlevania, and this is a sealed copy that I managed to snag for about 20 bucks, like 6 years ago or something like that. Really cool stuff. Obviously, I have this game probably like 3 or 4 times throughout the different systems, but this copy is still sealed and not something you see every day, and the price has obviously skyrocketed ever since. Just a nice little cool piece of my collection that I should probably get a case for. I'm not a huge fan of grading games, but probably a glass case or a more solid case would be nice to add to the collection. Does anybody remember that Castlevania Wii game, Castlevania Judgment? So this game, in case you missed out, is a Castlevania fighting game. Think of it as maybe a Tekken or Street Fighter, something like that, for the Wii. And it's obviously a very distant cousin of what I would say is a true Castlevania, but nonetheless, it has that title. And I played it through one time and just dropped it on the shelf. Haven't played it since. But one of the cool things that came with this was this laser cell. And yeah, limited edition laser cell. And not everybody has this just because this is such a non-Castlevania, if you will. But I still think it looks nice. The art is obviously gorgeous, not taking anything away from that. But not really a true Castlevania, in my opinion. One of my favorite things to do is play Castlevania on a handheld machine. And the last original title that we got for the 3DS was Mirrors of Fate here. Really nice game. It got re-released to other platforms, but I believe this was the first version that came out. And a cool pre-order bonus that you got with this was a 3DS case for the original 3DS, the little one, that I still have here in the baggies. This is how it came with this decal to add to the top. I never ended up using it just because I don't like to add stickers to my systems, but I still think it was a neat add-on to the game. And the game is really good. I really enjoyed it. I finished it all the way, 100% completion, but it kind of makes me a little sad how we haven't had any new Castlevania since this one of the 2D style, what you would call a Metroidvania. But nonetheless, another cool item in my collection. Last but not least, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin is a really good, really underrated game, in my opinion. And I enjoyed the heck out of this game, finished it all the way. But one of the really cool things that came with the I believe it was a special edition that came with this, is this package that has some really awesome stuff. So let's take a look here together. So this was around the time of the 20th anniversary of Castlevania. So we would get this really cool art book that I think it's one of the most awesome pieces of my collection. Just some of the more full art that you don't really see unless you have a printout of it, but you don't really see in physical form. It also came out with, let's see here, this, I believe it was a timeline of the events that walks through the entirety of the events of the game, with some art in the back for the main characters. And it also came with the soundtrack. So this is the soundtrack for the 20th anniversary. It's more of a collection, and it has, as you can see, a lot of the classic music from Castlevania throughout the ages. It also came with a little DS holder and a stylus that have remained unused as part of my collection. So that's, I think, a really cool part of my collection. Portrait of Ruin, definitely an awesome game, and just the add-on of the 20th anniversary items just makes this a really nice piece of my collection. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm thinking about doing Resident Evil next, because I do have a lot of really cool stuff from that series. And yeah, just stay subscribed so you can check it out. I appreciate you guys watching, and take care.